Okay, so today we're going to learn how to create some gel candy text, just like you're seeing here. Okay, so first thing we want to do is create a new image. Now, I'm just going to choose the preset 800 by 600 and then hit OK. Now what we want to do is, just with any color, doesn't really matter, so I'm just going to use black. Just use your text tool here, and I'm going to use the font Veranda and size 72, 200 here, 100%, 100%. So I'm just going to click here and type in the text that we want. Okay, and then just use the move tool to position that, just like so. Now what we want to do is just right click on the layer and select blending options. Then what we want to do is we want to use all of these options. Drop shadow, inner shadow, outer glow, inner glow, bevel emboss, color overlay. Now, first thing you want to do is with the color overlay, just check the select the color that you want to use for you want your text to be. So I'm going to select say a purpley type color, just like that. And so then we'll select drop shadow. Now the settings we need to enter here is first change the color, and so I'm using a purple color. Now you want it to be a little bit darker than your color overlay color, so I'm just going to select this color here and then hit OK, and then just use probably change the angle to 136 degrees, just like that, and the distance 5, spread 0, size 5. Now we're going to select inner shadow, and the settings here is we want to change the color. We want to choose a purpley color, but a darker purple this time. So I'm going to choose this darker purple and hit OK. And then the blending mode we want to change to linear burn, and the opacity set it at about 50%. Distance, probably change it to about 15, and size, we'll have it at 30. So 15 and 30. Now you can play around with these settings, of course, to get different sort of effects. Next thing we want to do is move on to outer glow, and for these settings we want to have the blending mode as normal, and then change this color to a purple, like a medium purple. So let's choose, say, this purple, hit OK. Techniques of the size we want to change to probably about 13 pixels, and then the rest of the settings, we might just change the opacity to about 35%. And then we want to move on to the inner glow settings. Now for the inner glow, once again we're going to change the color to a bit darker purple. So I'll choose this one here, hit OK. Put that opacity at 100, change the blending mode to overlay, and then we would just want to increase the size here to about 14. And then what we want to do is move on to bevel and emboss. Now the settings here, we want to use inner bevel smooth, the depth probably about 120, the size probably have it about 26, and angle, yeah, just want to make sure that's 135. Probably this one we'll change it to about 55. Yeah, 55. You can play around with these, remember. The highlight mode we want to set as normal. Shadow mode we want to select color dodge, and we just want to change the color to white. Hit OK. And then just probably change the opacity here to about 50%. Next thing we want to do is select the contour, and then we just want to select this Gaussian contour, just like that. Let's leave it about 50%. And then finally back on color overlay, blending mode's normal. So now we can see that it doesn't quite look like it, so we just want to change the bevel and emboss. So we'll just make sure the depth is 120. We'll change the size to about 7 and direction up, and now we can see it's looking a bit more like gel. And we'll just go back to the color overlay and we'll change it to an even lighter purple. So just for a candy type purple, we'll just select this one here, and as you can see it's looking a lot better. Now what I suggest you do is save the style by clicking this new style button, and we'll call this, I'm going to call it Pink Candy, and then tick include blending options, and then hit OK, and then hit OK. Now that's applied that. So what you can do now is just using the color picker tool, just select this color here, and then you can just use the paint bucket tool and select the background and fill it with purple, and it gives it a more rounded look. Now by saving the style, if we use the text tool and type again, then just drag it here, and then we can just go into blending options, select styles, and then we can select our pink candy one here, and it automatically applies it. And then you can just type as much as you want. So that's basically it. I hope this has been a help to you, and thanks for watching.